Yeah, you guys were talking about the monologue that Blue did. I guess I watched it, and I guess the main thing he was saying, and also the hype post that I'd sent, is like it feels like we're kind of at this inflection point almost with SPX, and I don't know. It Blue was basically saying that I think more people in SPX need to tell their stories, essentially, why they're in it, what drives them to be in it, so that other people can, learn from them. And I agree with that. I think that's definitely a good thing. So that's kind of just why I shared
I
that.
mean, no, is he aware of my channel? Because I feel like we've done a good bit of
I
that.
don't know. He just followed me, and I've been posting the daily on like last year. Like
I
I
feel
did
like
like 30.
he isn't aware of a lot of this stuff because I feel like that was what I took issue with. Was like he was making points. And I was like, we do a lot of that already.
Yeah, and he said that he's like maybe some of these things are already happening, and I'm just not aware of it. And I
Yeah.
think that seems to be true. So I feel like he's too much maybe in the Apu bubble. It's fine, but yeah,
Yes.
we've been cooking here. We're cooking here, and like it's a not constant ongoing thing. And but I just felt like I just wanted to just mention that. And yeah.
Well, and it kind of related to the hype post as well because I think he kind of if I maybe I mean I think I interpreted him correctly. He kind of takes issue. Like he would take the counter stance of what hype is saying. Hype is saying we need to return to the roots of SPX, that aesthetic, and lean more and more into that. I felt like what Blue was saying was how does that appeal to people? Those mimetics, like to regular people.
Mm.
I felt like he was taking sort of the opposite stance on it.
Yeah, no, that definitely makes a lot of sense. Yeah. I think ultimately Blue was also just saying that if you're putting money first, like just DCA XPS, like lol DCA, if that's your only message, then it's not really gonna go far, which I agree with as well. Like if that's the only thing we're saying. But at the end of the day, I mean, SPX is just so complex and nuanced that it just takes time for people to understand and sink in. So it's just a constant process of working, posting on Reddit, making videos. So I feel like all these things are happening, and it's not like any one person can really, you know, it's not up to one person. It's up to everybody in doing their own thing at their own pace. And I feel like that's happening with SPX. I don't feel like we have any signs of growing down. I think we as a community are pretty detached from the price, at least the Aeons that have been here and
Yeah.
planning to be here. I feel like, to Hype's point about the AI slop, I don't really have that on my timeline. If I see anything like that, I usually just ignore it for the most part and try and keep it to like at least good art. But as far as propagating the good art, I think that's just something that we could probably work on. Like, having whatever all the good art is, I would like to be able to see all that and then share it as well. So,
It's the Batman.
Batman.